everybody, welcome back to my studio. My name is ReikiDan, also known as the Meta Magi, and we're just going to do a collective reading for the current energies, what's to come the next week or so, mid-August. If you want to check out, I still have some videos up from the Lionsgate portal for each zodiac sign. I'm just going to take a minute to cleanse my space, cleanse you guys a little bit. Everyone's doing well out there. Everyone's feeling healthy, happy, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Spirit has message-wise for us today. All of my decks will be listed below that I use. I'm going to be doing a couple pulls, and then I'm going to do a classic Celtic cross tarot spread. But if you were looking to book a private reading with me, my information is below. You can find me on any of the Instagram, social media, Facebook, TikTok. I'm on everything. I'm doing on everything and nothing at the same time. So I'm going to pull one card from the Lightworker Oracle deck to kick off the reading, see what messages Spirit has for us as a collective. And then I'm going to pull Celtic Cross to see further developments in the energy. So please, Spirit, can we have one card to start the reading? One card, please. That was two. Woo! Flying out. There we go. That's it right now. We are in karmic clearing mode. A lot of stuff is coming up from the past to be resolved and worked through. I just did an update this morning. Same type of energy. I feel like we're all kind of in the thick of it right now. So, you know, releasing the things of the old stories, allowing the new in, this kind of keeps reiterating this mental, emotional, physical purging aspect of it, where we're going through almost like what's called a life review, or I call it a life review. We're reliving moments from the past that we didn't actually fully process emotionally to try to release and allow the new in to move into the new trajectory of our lives that we're trying to get to, or the new vibration, or the new manifestation that we're trying to walk into, right? So a lot of people keep getting this. A lot of people are struggling because I saw a video the other day that really resonated with me. I kind of want to share this story. It was a psychologist talking about when we go through emotional trauma as kids, you know, or teenage years, that we aren't fully emotionally mature to deal with the emotions that we kind of felt as a kid. So we kind of just pushed it away or brushed it away or stuffed it deep down and ignored it. But it's kind of our responsibility as adults to kind of work through this clearing and kind of follow this trail of breadcrumbs of healing that Spirit leaves for us to try to get to the next level, right? So you might be going through a lot of stuff from childhood. You might be going through a lot of stuff that's happened in your past a long time ago that you never fully processed. So just be gentle with yourself. Realize that you're going through this process, this purging of emotions. Our cells, our body stores emotions. So certain ailments, certain pains, certain body or maladies come up because we're holding on so tightly to these identities or past traumas that define the landscape of our life, you know? So this is kind of just saying, realize that this is happening for our highest good. And you can see it's like God is holding this person in his hands, and in this pressure or in this turmoil that, you know, Spirit or God or universe is putting on us, this pressure, it's forcing us to release, and that's where our line to freedom is. You can see this person right there kind of standing in freedom, celebration, hands in the air like a victory or celebration. So that's kind of the theme of the reading. That's going to be the whole theme. I kind of want to see what tarot kind of delves a little bit deeper into what the current situation is. So I'm going to pull the cards for the Celtic Tarot, Celtic Cross from the Lightseer Tarot. Sorry, I can't speak today. We got Hierophant and Hermit energy on the break. So self-discovery, finding your inner light, listening to your own smaller inner voice, trusting, intuition, vibration building. You know, this is all soul growth type of messages that are coming up. So please, Spirit, let's pull some messages to make a Celtic cross. That seems about right. Do this. Yes. Wow, Hangman again. Hangman energy. Okay. Okay. I'll do the right setup. I like that better. Yes. Two of Cups. Okay. So we're going to start with the main spread, and then I'm going to get into the tower, as they would call it. And it's funny because the card that I got for the central theme is the tower. So I'll explain all of this in a second. Yeah, emotional purging, right? Theme of this is kind of like ripping at your heartstrings, ripping at your emotions. It's ripping you apart from the inside. But Spirit's not ripping you apart to punish you or put you in this pain. It's ripping away the things that don't serve us so we could be clear to receive this new frequency, this new level of abundance, this new pathway we've all been trying to manifest for a while, right? So in this card, you can kind of see it's like it's destroying her. It's ripping her apart. It's making us feel like we're not living our best life right now. We are not in our glow up. We are kind of in our hermit mode, seclusion phase, dealing with the turmoil and the emotional storms that keep riding through us, okay? So Three of Swords being the whole theme, I guess, for this Celtic cross. Karmic clearing being Spirit's message, saying, I'm not here to punish you. I'm not here to torment you. I'm here to show you that there's a better way, but you have to release and be open to receive the new, okay? So the first card on the bottom that I got, the central theme, or the overall theme of the reading, is the Tower moment, right? Tower moment, kind of similar energy, emotional pain, turmoil. Excuse me. The Tower moment is something that's cataclysmic and forces us to change, right? So here you could see the lightning bolt strikes, and it looks scary. All the woodland creatures are hiding, but in this tumultuous change or forced change by, divine intervention, there is transformation with those butterflies. So this change is forcing you to turn, to leave that cocoon phase and turn into that beautiful butterfly that you are, right? So the Tower moment could be a number of things. The Tower moment could be a breakup. It could be a rocky situation with work or finances. It could be losing your job. It could be a car crash. It could be just an emotional storm or a very bad fight, or the cops getting called because your neighbor's a jerk. It could be anything that's kind of very scary and cripples you a little bit, but this is universe forcing you to see that what you're doing or the path you're on hasn't been working, and we need to get a new perspective. We need to change our outlook on things so we can start aligning with the things that suit us rather than the things that don't suit us and keep causing us all this emotional pain, making us feel disempowered, So overall, on top of it, we have what's crossing this, or the challenge, is the Hangman energy. So kind of like what I said, the Hangman, you could see it's a girl upside down. It's you putting yourself, or Spirit putting us, into an uncomfortable position to force us to find the light, to force us to find that inner wisdom or knowing that we've been kind of lacking or missing in life. So if you feel like you're stuck in an uncomfortable situation right now because of a Tower moment, let's say, it's because Spirit is trying to change your perspective. It's trying to align you to a better frequency, to be open to receive the things that we want, right? So here you can see she's like touching the water. She's changing her perspective. Whenever I usually get this card in a reading, I tell people, you've been in the Hangman energy for a while. It's been this forced seclusion or forced isolation, similar to the Hermit mode, but you're ready to release yourself. You're ready to kind of cut this and go back to like to take that wisdom that you've got and go to a new perspective, right? So releasing, changing perspectives, finding that light, and following the path the light leaves for you, okay? In the past, we are leaving behind the Six of Wands in reverse. So the Six of Wands is a card of victory, success, celebration, stepping in the limelight. This is a card of not feeling like your best self, not feeling victorious, not like loving yourself enough, not loving your life enough, not loving your vibration, and kind of going into seclusion. So this in reverse with the Hangman makes a lot of sense to me. Six of Wands, yeah, like not feeling successful, lacking that passion, lacking that fire, not wanting to go in public or be seen by people, maybe a little bit of defeat energy in there. So we are leaving that energy behind. That's what this message is saying. We are leaving this behind, and we are moving into being open, being free-flowing, being in love, being in receptive mode, open to receive, okay? So if you have unexpected blessings maybe coming your way, not too long, from now, if you have unexpected blessings come in, or people trying to just offer you compliments or offer you more, the universe is trying to make you humble and gracious enough to receive. But, don't reject things that are coming your way that might be for free, okay? Don't be so humble that you can't accept things. Don't be so humble where you don't think you deserve things, because the universe knows that you deserve more. You need to know that you deserve more to be open to receive and to be gracious enough to receive, okay? So going again with this karmic clearing to start off the reading. Decluttering, getting rid of stuff to make space for the new. That's what I feel. And this is the theme that keeps kind of reiterating in the messages, in the collective readings, and in the personal readings I've been doing, okay? Underneath what is your firm foundation, or what's at the root, is the Lover's card. So this isn't a relationship to me. Usually it could mean a relationship. It could also mean a choice of heart, choice of decisions. To me, it's alignment. When I see this card, I think divine feminine, divine masculine, right? Divine feminine is the knowing, the intuition, the trusting, the believing, the patience, the inclination, the downloads, the insight, the creativity. The divine masculine is the body, the physical. It's the doing, right? So it's like we're coming into an alignment of the knowing with the doing. And it might felt like you might not have had aligned intuitional direction to move forward. Part of your intuition was to sit in this hangman energy. Part of your intuition was to kind of like rest, reflect, and change your vibration. And as humans, we have this thing called toxic productivity. We feel like we need to constantly be doing things. Otherwise, we're not successful. Otherwise, we don't feel like we're a part of society. We need to prove our self-worth, is what I'm trying to say, by constantly doing, achieving, moving, climbing up that mountain, climbing up that hill all the time. But sometimes spirit is like, you just need to rest right now. You need to rest and detox from all the stuff you've been through in this lifetime and past lifetimes, to heal yourself, to change your perspective, and then you'll be ready to move forward. So I'm kind of getting with this message, we're almost ready to move forward. You might be getting aligned action and you're just like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to trust these intuitions and knowings and move into a new direction. And part of that is being open to receive, okay? So beautiful energy at the root, but I don't like what's at the crown, what's crowning us. What's crowning us is the Two of Cups in reverse, okay? So this is kind of like similar theme to the Lovers, right? It's like at the root is this alignment, but in our headspace, what we're thinking about is that we're not aligned, that things are not working, that we're not blending well with the energies of the universe. To me, it's kind of like our hands interlocked with universe faith. It's like we're losing our faith in our minds, but at the core and at the core of our being, we know we are aligned, okay? So it's a problem, once again, between the heart and the head. That's what I'm kind of reading. It's a problem between the heart and the head. We're listening to the egoic mind too much. I'm very guilty of this myself. We're listening too much to the mind and the stories it tells us to keep us safe. But deep down, we know there's something moving through us into this new direction, into this new hope, into the freedom, into expansion, into abundance, into that new relationship, that new job, that new career, that new path, right? But it just feels like we're not aligned. That's the thing. We are aligned, but it feels like we're not aligned, okay? So going with that theme, I'm gonna pull the rest of this tower. Oh, a lot of reversals. So 8 of Wands in reverse. Feels like things are not moving right in the right direction. Once again, I'm getting that with the Two of Cups, right, in reverse. Things aren't moving quick enough for us, and it's stressing us out. It's making us worry about the future, right? But what I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles, it's saying slow and steady wins the race. Planting, being the farmer of your mind. What seeds are you planting? Are you letting weeds, or are you letting flowers grow in your head? Doing that gardening or decluttering of the mind to let the new grow, to let the new flowers grow. The Knight of Pentacles is slowly planting seeds. He's planting his abundance. He's planting his future. And seeds just don't grow overnight. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes careful planting. It takes good intentions and setting good intentions. It also depends on universe giving us a good harvest, giving us good rainfall, giving us proper sunlight, but giving love to your manifestations. This is a card kind of to remind you, what you're planting, what you're sowing is what you reap, okay? So only reap good thoughts, good emotions, good feelings, and trust and faith that we're moving in a good direction. If we're kind of sowing discord and jealousy and division and separation and anger and frustration, we're just gonna get plants or abundance of that back, those negative, low vibrational devil energies, we call it in tarot, okay? So just be careful what seeds you're planting at this time, because whatever you plant is going to grow. You might grow a beautiful money tree, or you might just grow a drama shit pile tree, okay? Let's put it that way. Next we have the Hermit in reverse. So yeah, kind of like the Hangman energy. It's like we've been in this intense waiting period. It feels like we're not getting out of it. That's the fear. You know, it feels like we're not getting out of it, and that's the difficulty in it. Once again, finding that inner light, finding that inner wisdom that we're looking for, you know. But usually when it's like the most intense and it feels like things aren't moving, that's right. The most amount of resistance is right before the breakthrough happens. Think of it that way, okay? So it feels like you've been not spending much time with people. You've been a little bit isolated, a little bit alone, not feeling like going out in your community, hanging out with friends and family, going to church if that's your thing. You know, it's for a reason. It's not like you're being punished or the universe is punishing you. I keep trying to reiterate that message because a lot of people always feel like they're being tortured for something they did or a mistake they made. That's not how the universe kind of works. This is kind of saying like there's just more inner light, more wisdom to be found before you can move into the new direction, okay? And with the possible outcome, I'm going to read this upside down, but I'm going to read it also right side up. Six of Swords, moving in new directions, being pulled by spirit, okay? So it came up in reverse. It's like traveling to new lands, new hope, new dreams, new wishes. We don't actually see the land yet. We don't see where we're landing and how it's all going to work. But we got to trust in spirit to pull us into that new direction, that new land, right? So it's coming up in reverse as a possible outcome to me because we're not trusting enough. You know, we're not trusting, we're not letting go, and we're not letting God, you know? We're not letting spirit pull us into this new direction because we're trying to control the journey so much and we're trying to control the flow. But going back to that Knight of Pentacles, like slow and steady wins the race. We can't be wanting to run so far ahead that we're going to stumble our way through and fall flat in our face and fail and start all over again, okay? So it's like we're kind of, I'm getting this energy of desperation to move forward, right? Desperate energy is not how we manifest. You know, desperate energy makes us feel like we're stuck on a boat going from island to island like Odysseus, never getting home, never getting to that new energy we're trying to vibrate with. So to me, it's kind of saying like, relax a little bit, trust your knowings, trust your intuition, because you're going through an intense karmic clearing process right now. We're going through an intense energetic upgrade spiritually, collectively, you know, as a planet, as individuals. So we have to trust this energy that it's leading us to the right direction. And, you know, 100 years to spirit doesn't mean anything because 100 years to spirit, there is no time on the other side. Think of it like that. Time doesn't exist. Everything's happening all at the same time to them. So 100, 1,000 years is a blink of an eye, where to us, it's like watching paint dry. It's like torture, you know? So it feels like things aren't moving, but they are, okay? I think this is going back to just trusting you're going through a process, being gentle on yourself, being open to receive new pathways, and not trying to control every single step and nitpick every single step of the journey. I know I've kind of said this message a couple times in my readings the past week or so, but this collective energy kind of reiterates the messages for us, you know? So next we're just going to pull some final wrap-up cards from the Soul's Journey deck and see what Spirit has to say to kind of confirm these messages I brought forth today. Discipline. There we go. There we go. Discipline. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. Okay? So we're in the formulation phase. We're in the brainstorming phase, let's call it. Before an idea gets cemented and concrete, we have to think about things. We have to think about what we want to feel, our expectations for the future, and we have to diligently plant our seeds, right? And be disciplined and putting out good energy to manifest what we want. If we don't and we kind of give up on the crop's going to give up on us, right? So put good seeds of intention out there, put good vibrations out there, and patiently wait and release expectation. And don't be so glued to checking if those seeds are sprouting every 5 seconds, right? Next, we have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So I see a lot of earth energy in here. I see a lack of water energy, or water energy in reverse. So imagination goes with cup energy, it goes with imagination, it goes with creativity, you know? So I'm seeing like water your mind more, water yourself more. Find emotional fulfillment in any way you can, as long as it's a healthy thing and it's not like some sort of habit, drugs, alcohol, you know, shopping addiction, gambling, whatever it is. As long as you're watering your garden and giving good nourishing energy, those seeds and those crops will grow tall and strong. So using your imagination, I know I mentioned it already, I said brainstorming more, you know, brainstorming, using your imagination, okay? Something else I learned on this journey recently that I've kind of been going through, it's like when we're kids, our imagination is untapped. As we get to be adults and get older, we kind of construct and criticize and stop our imagination. You know, we kind of like limit it because we have the reality, you know, expectations of what things could be. And we limit ourselves because we can't think bigger. We can't dream bigger. So this is a card of saying, don't be scared to dream big and to use your dreams as your manifestations. We have to cohesively work with spirit, where we're imagining and dreaming and wanting bigger and more for ourselves and believing that we deserve it and putting that vibration out there with that discipline, and we can get back to receive it, okay? And then finally we have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So this card isn't just about laughing and playing and laughing through the pain and misery. This is kind of saying like, you can't manifest and bring good things into your future. You can't bring those seeds and turn them into crops and harvest them to be wealthy and abundant from them if we're not in joy, if we're not in a higher vibration of authenticity. So Spirit wants us to laugh. It wants us to play. It wants us to enjoy life. But if we're always kind of looking at the downside and negativity of what's not working, we're missing all the things and all the beauty that's out there. You're spending 10% or you're spending 100% or 90% of your focus on 10% of things that are going wrong, but you're missing the bigger picture. You're missing that this is loving energy that the Spirit is putting into your life, putting you through difficulty or uncomfortable situations to change your perspective, to mold you, to make you grow. And it makes me think back to like that idea of like the diamond, right? A diamond turns into a diamond from millions of years underground of pressure. It's a lump of coal. It's dark, it's dirty, it's messy. Granted, it could be used for fuel, you know, to turn into electricity. But that same piece of black carbon turns into something clear and spectacular and valuable and rare. You know, you are that diamond. You are being transformed under that pressure. So you just got to realize that lightening up a little bit, enjoying the journey a little bit more, helps you see things clearly as the diamond rather than feeling stuck and dirty and mucky like that piece of coal. All right. So that's your message and your reading for the day. Thanks for being here. All my contact info is below. I'm going to put all my decks up on there that I used for this reading. And I wish you guys nothing but love and light. Have a great day. Sending lots of loving energy. And I wish you all well on your journey. Thanks again. Bye.